Welcome to PIERRE Academy. In this tutorial, we will walk you through the complete setup and configuration of the Boston Intercom. To begin, we need to power up the Boston Intercom. The device requires a 24-volt DC power supply. Using the Quick Connect terminal, we securely connect the power wires. Once powered, we also connect an Ethernet cable to establish a network connection. With both power and Ethernet in place, we proceed to turn on the system. The device starts booting and we wait for it to initialize. To proceed with configuration, we access the admin settings of the intercom by tapping the gear icon. The default admin password is 801-801. Before adding the intercom to the network, we must complete the basic system setup. We set the language to English, enable auto configuration mode, and finalize the setup. With these initial settings in place, open the Partner application, go to the Intercom's menu, and create a new intercom entry. We tap Add, select PIERRE Intercom, and assign the name Boston before submitting the configuration. We save the configuration. A new Parameters tab appears, displaying the settings we need to configure in the intercom itself. To do this, we access the admin panel again, enter the password 801-801, and navigate to Call Settings. We enable SIP account settings and proceed to SIP account 1, which will be used for handling calls. This must be activated, and the relevant credentials must be entered. In the SIP settings, we assign a remark name for identification, Boston in this case. We then enter the username. If multiple extensions are available, this number may change accordingly. Once the username is set, we activate SIP account 1, assign a display name. The server password is entered next, ensuring secure authentication with the system. We now configure the server address and port number. The correct server address is callsmartpierre.com, and the port number is 550,061. Additionally, we must set the transfer method to TLS as specified in the settings. Finally, we save all configurations. The status updates to Connected, confirming successful integration. Next, we need to assign a static IP address to the Berlin. We open the Network menu, select Ethernet, and configure it to operate within a static IP range. Knowing the router's assigned DHCP range is important to avoid conflicts. The rest of the network settings remain unchanged. We now move on to Contact List Management. We add a new contact by selecting Add Contacts and name it Berlin. The extension number is set to 1 and the corresponding IP address. It is important to append 5060 at the end of the IP address to specify the correct communication port. Once entered, we save the contact settings and return to the main screen. To test the system, we initiate a call. As expected, the intercom rings and the video feed appears on the linked devices, confirming that the call function is fully operational. Now, let's configure the access control features of the intercom, including door lock integration, card registration, and face recognition. First, we connect an electric lock to the intercom. The back panel of the intercom provides clear wiring instructions. The lock requires a 12-volt power supply, which is connected to the COM terminal on the intercom. The relay outputs are connected accordingly, ensuring proper circuit completion. The wiring is securely connected, and we proceed to configure the settings. We log into the admin panel again, using 800-801. Navigate to Engineering Settings, and enable the 12-volt output for the door lock. This ensures that the lock receives power and can be controlled by the intercom. Now, we register a keycard for access control. Under Access Control Settings, we go to Access Card Management and select Register. We then scan a card and the system instantly detects and saves it. The number of registered cards is displayed, confirming successful registration. Next, we set up face recognition. Under Face Management, we select Register, enter a name, and scan a face. The system captures the user's facial data and saves it for future access authentication. Once registration is complete, we test the functionality. We scan the registered keycard and the door lock opens instantly. Additionally, we configure the unlock timeout settings. By default, the door remains unlocked for 30 seconds after authentication. We adjust this setting in the access control settings under Unlock Settings, reducing the unlock duration to 5 seconds for quicker relocking. The system also recognizes the registered face, automatically unlocking the door without requiring physical contact. With all configurations complete, we perform a final system test. We initiate a call from the intercom, and it successfully rings the assigned devices. The video feed appears and the call is received on the partner application. Audio and video quality are clear, confirming a stable connection. And that's it, the setup is complete. The Boston Intercom is now fully configured, integrated with the partner application, and equipped with SIP calling, access control, and automation features. All settings are saved and the system is ready for use. Great job, and thank you for watching this PIERRE Academy tutorial.